go.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Friday Wine Review. We're back here in the tasting room at Laithwaites and we're joined by a very special guest this week. This is Justin Howard-Sneed, MW. He's our Global Director of Wine at Laithwaites, and this week we're here to talk to you a little bit more about the Domaine of the Bee. This is a wine that Justin is involved in. So, well, Justin, would you like to maybe tell our viewers a bit more about the wine?
Yes, indeed. We have to rewind a few years back to 2003. My wife and I were on holiday in the south of France, and we've been looking for a long time for one day we might dip our toe in the water of making wine. I used to work as a winemaker years ago, and always wanted to return to my roots, if you like. And we met a couple of guys in this village in Maury, in the south of France, fell in love with the wine that they were making, and said to them, look, if you see a vineyard for sale, we'd love to buy one. We don't really know what we're going to do with it, but let's start in that way. So we bought a very small vineyard the next year, and then 3 years later we decided to make a wine from that vineyard and a couple more that we bought subsequently. So we ended up with 3 vineyards, only 4 hectares in total, so not a huge holding. We're now making about 4,000 bottles a year, and since 2007, which is our first vintage, we've been making wine and selling it directly to our customers and through people like Laithwaites. So it's been a real journey of learning for me, because I've obviously worked most of my life as a buyer, but actually seeing the vines and growing the grapes and getting involved in picking them and getting involved in making them and putting them in barrels, blending up and bottling has just been fantastic. And it's also great now to see our own customers, coming and telling us what they think of the wine. That's one of the most rewarding parts.
So here we are, this is the Domaine of the Bee. This is the 2008 vintage we have here. And it's a blend of 2 main grape varieties, I believe. There's Grenache.
Yes, Grenache and Carignan. Grenache is well known as the famous grape of Chateauneuf du Pape, but Carignan is less well known, and actually in this area, the low-yielding old vine Carignan produces amazingly good fruit. So we're really excited about the quality of our Carignan, and we do blend them together. It's about 50-50. And then it's aged in barrels for about 14 months, 12 to 14 months,
okay, right.
About a quarter of which are new. So it's not very strongly marked with new wood, but it is, you can definitely pick a bit of wood on the nose. And the style is essentially, it's a big wine. If you're a lover of big wines, it's 15 degrees alcohol, deep colour, lots of tannin, but it's really sort of lush and soft tannin, but loads of mouth-filling fruit. So have a slur.
Right.
This is probably just coming up to its peak of maturity now. It's beginning to soften and round out. Still a lot of power there, but it's very, very drinkable, and you can drink it on its own. I drink quite a lot of it on its own, but actually it's great with a bit of hard cheese, a bit of charcuterie, or a steak, or a stew, something like that.
Maybe some duck as well on the barbecue could be ideal.
Yeah, because it's good acidity here, and duck needs this.
It cuts through. It's richness definitely, but plenty of good acidity. This is great. So this is the Domaine of the Bee 2008. It's available through laithwaites.co.uk, or you can contact Justin at Domaine of the Bee directly. If you do wish to place an order, please feel free to ask your personal wine advisor. My name is Brian Morrison. Thank you very much indeed.